Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video we are going to talk a recent launch from Oneplus. So that is Oneplus Nord. So in this video we are going to talk about full specs about this phone and my personal suggestions on like whether whom should take this phone. So all those things we are going to cover in this video. So the first thing is about this phone is we are going to talk about its primary specs. So primary specs in the sense there might be some people who has no idea about phones but they'll still look into brands or in this basic specs and they'll just buy on online platforms or from retail shops and so for those people this phone comes with 6.44 inches 4115 mAh. You have a fingerprint sensor in the on screen and then you have front quad cam, whereas here you have dual selfie cameras which is punch hole. So this is the basic specs about this phone. So coming to the secondary specs, in-depth specs we are going to talk next. So in the index first we are going to cover on the full specs about its screen. So here it comes with 6.44 inches and it is fluid AMOLED display. So what does this fluid AMOLED display means? So for those people who has no idea about this display, so in this mobile industry world there are like two basic display features. So the first thing is basically AMOLED display, whereas the second thing is basically LCD display. So if you take either phones, the phone's display will become under this, but here they have lots of categories like AMOLED, there is super AMOLED, just liquid and capacitive touchscreen display, whereas if you go for LCD, there you have IPS LCD displays. So you have lots of different features in both the sides. So if you ask me, the basic difference lies in this is basically about just natural brightness. So if you go for LCD display, the natural brightness is so good, whereas in AMOLED there is quite an issue there. But if you go for vice versa, suppose if you're going for night modes or taking photographies in night, videos in nights, or using your phones in night times where all your room is shut down and so during those times AMOLED display is a good option. LCD is not a good option there. So depending upon your personal purpose, please go for phone displays as well. So that is the first thing about this phone. So coming to the next thing about this phone is about its refresh rate. So here the refresh rate is basically 90 Hertz, and this refresh rate plays a very important role for those people who are playing top end games like maybe PUBG and so on. So there, irrespective of your good phone networks or your Wi-Fi may be good, but still there will be some lag. So that is mainly due to this refresh rate and PPI, which we're going to talk next. So here the refresh rate is basically 90 Hertz, which is quite good for the price. But if you need like top end gaming phones, please go for at least 120 Hertz. 120 Hertz with 12 GB or 8 GB RAM. So that is my personal suggestion for those people who want to have a career in gaming in phones or something like that, for those people. So but here depending upon the price, 90 Hertz is good. So that is the thing. So coming to the next point is PPI. So PPI in the sense pixel per inch. So what this does is this is also plays a very important role for the lag issues during your gameplay. So here the refresh rate, the PPI is basically 408, which is quite so good, because if you go for any gaming phones they'll just give you 401, 402 or 399 and so. But what happens is you just look on RAM and you'll just buy it, but you'll have that lagging issues because this PPI is so important, because PPI and refresh rate will start refreshing your screen for every fraction of seconds. In the sense, if you're playing some PUBG sensors, you have to rotate the screen as fast as possible. You have to look here and there for enemy sensors. So for those people, this is a good option. So that is the thing about its display. So coming to the further things about its display, we have to talk about its aspect ratio. So aspect ratio in the sense, as I mentioned earlier, the phone size is 6.44 inches. It doesn't mean that your screen size is 6.44 inches. So your screen size is basically given by this aspect ratio. So here 20:9 is 20 times. So that is your screen size. If you want to know more, it will be like 20 inch of 9-inch breadth. There will be a screen like a display which will be featured. So much into technical which I don't want to go. So I just say aspect ratio is basically your screen size. So that is the thing. So talking about the screen, we have to talk about its pixel resolution. So here the pixel resolution is basically 2400 into 1080, which means that you can play 1080 videos, 2K videos, 720p pixel videos, but you can't play 4K videos, So that is the thing. And as I'm seeing here that you can't play 4K video, it doesn't mean that you can't record 4K cameras like videos. Here you can pakka go for 4K camera videos, but you can't play it in your phone. So that is the thing, you'll be having some lags. So that is the things about its display. I thought like I have covered everything. So coming to the next point is about its processor. So here it comes with Snapdragon 765G chipset, which is says that it works on 5G. That is good, and the company claims that it can have a downloading speed of 3.4 gigabytes per second with help of 5G network, which is so good. And this 765 has been coupled with 6GB, 8GB or 12GB depending upon your need for 64, 128 and 256GB internal. There is no external SD card storage available. That is a drawback, but I think so like 256GB is quite good. So that is the thing about its processor side. I think so I have covered that thing as well. And coming to the next thing is about its camera features. So for basically about the camera features, first we are going to talk about its selfie. So here it comes with punch hole dual selfie camera, which is so new in OnePlus. So there is no phone still now that have come with dual selfie. So this is the first mid-range phone which comes with dual selfie in OnePlus series. So here the OnePlus, the dual is on top left punch hole camera with 32 as primary and 8 as ultra wide lens. So the 32 will be having IMX616 Sony sensor, which is good. Whereas if you go for 8 megapixel, which will be your ultra wide with 103 degree wide angle. So talking about this degree wide angle is basically a human eye can go to an upprint like to the maximum of 123 degree of ultra wide. So here they are giving 103 on selfie. That is good. So these are about its things. And the fingerprint display, the fingerprint is basically is on its display. That is also good. So talking about its rear, so talking about its front camera, it comes with quad-cam with 48 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2. So 48 is your primary camera with IMX 586 Sony sensor, whereas followed by 8 megapixel is basically ultra wide with 119 degree. That is quite impressive because it will be just like a small variation from your naked eye while taking a picture of ultra wide, which is quite okay nowadays. So that is the thing. And coming to the next, 5 megapixel will be basically your depth sensor. So depth sensor in the sense you can just stay on your like keeping your camera on, you can draw like beard or some features, then you can start taking photos. That is use of depth sensor. And the last 2 megapixel will be for your macro lens. So this is the things about its camera features. So coming to the baseline, final is about its battery. It comes with 4115 mAh with 30 watts fast charging, rapid charging, which is also given by OnePlus itself. So this battery is quite okay because I think so they might have given at least 5000 plus, but they came with 4000. We have no issues, but still it's okay for the price. That is the thing. And it comes with two colors, black, blue, all those things. You can see it is officially on live on August 4th on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description where you can just notify me right now. And during August 4 you can buy it, and please be sure that do it on time because there will be huge traffic on August 4th on Amazon Pakka, because this phone is so good. And talking about its price, the 64GB 6GB comes around like 25, 26, 28, 30. So 25 will be for 6, 28 will be for 8 and 30 will be for 12. So basically this August 4 is only available for 8GB and 12GB RAM. So for 6GB you have to wait till September. So this is a statement which is given by company as well. And talking about its charging, the company claimed that it can charge from 0 to 70% in half an hour. So that is quite good. So about its battery car thing, but still we have to wait. When the phone comes we have to have a review about this phone. So that is the thing about basic features about this phone. And there is no 3.5mm jack available. please do know it. And talking about its drawback is there is no IP ratings. So IP rating in the sense there are like two basic IP ratings which will be given to phone. So the first one is IP67. So this IP67 is for dust and water resistance. In the sense you can put your phone for maybe like 5 meters, 10 meters in water, there'll be no issues. And IPX6, that is also same like this, water resistance. So these IP ratings are not given to this Nord. So in the sense, suppose if your OnePlus goes inside phone is gone. So please do note it. So please think that one thing in matter. So that is the first drawback. And talking about the second drawback is about this 2 megapixel macro camera. So what this is, so basically OnePlus 8 and OnePlus 8 Pro, there was a huge review on this macro lens because the photographs were not clear and it was not zooming properly. So I think so the same issue may be continued in this OnePlus Nord as well. So please wait for reviews and then go. So that is my personal suggestion. And talking on the whole about this phone is good for cameras, this phone is good for photography, this phone is good for video games, all those things are good. But if you're planning to take this phone, then please look into Realme X3 Super Zoom as well, because both the phones variants are so similar. So that is quite, I feel like, why they did like this. But please go through Realme X3 Super Zoom as well, then you can go for this. But still, OnePlus name sounds main plays a very important role. And I want to just say one thing, please don't look into phone brands and please don't buy a phone. Please look into these specs, because these specs are going to be with your phone and they are going to play a very important role. So that is the baseline of my things. And if you want to have a Pakka gaming phone, then this is not a good shop. So for Pakka gaming phone, please go for 120Hz 124Hz with 12GB RAM. So that is the thing. And for cameras and goes, please go for primary cameras, at least 64 128GB motor is there. So there are many best options for photographies. So this phone is basically like a mid-range phone. So that is the thing which I can say here. So but still, if your budget is like under 30k, you have to go for it, then you can go. But if your budget is more than 30k, there are top end phones for you. Please go through it and please don't look into the brand and go. Please look into reviews or what the photograph looks and then go buy it. And I'll put the Amazon link also in the description. Please go through it. And if you have any doubts, please comment it. I'll pakka reply from my side. So this is the end of this video. So hope so you like this video. So like this content, I'll just meet you in the next video. So till then, peace from K Squad. Bye.